Hello, I'm Paul Badham, a Chartered Building Surveyor with Harrison Clarke Chartered Surveyors, and today I'm going to be talking to you about our Leaseholder Survey. Agreeing to lease a premises for your business is a large financial commitment, and it's important to understand the terms of the lease before you sign it to ensure you do not incur costs that you're either not expecting or unprepared for. Understanding the condition of the premises and its maintenance requirements is an essential part of pre-lease due diligence to mitigate that risk. Lease terms can vary, however, you will usually be responsible for some repairs or redecoration during the term of your lease. These might be limited to the internal parts of the building or also include the external parts such as the roof, the windows or exterior walls of the building. Usually you will also be required to keep any of the landlord's fixtures, heating, fire safety and electrical systems in repair. You may also have to contribute towards maintenance and repair of any communal areas such as access roads or car parks. And these costs may become significant, and undertaking major repairs to the building could affect your ability to operate your business. Understanding the specific requirements of the lease are essential, as you may become responsible to put parts of the building into repair, even though these may already be in a poor condition. Most landlords will usually want to make sure that the building is handed back in at least the same condition it was before the lease, and that you have undertaken the repairs and the redecoration you agreed to do. You may also be required to remove any alterations you have made and reinstate the premises to how it was at the beginning of the lease. Normally, the landlord surveyor will inspect the property before or after the lease ends and prepare a schedule of dilapidations. This schedule will list any items of disrepair, the repairs which are required and their expected costs. If the schedule is served before the end of the lease, you may choose to undertake those works yourself or alternatively agree a financial payment to the landlord so that they can undertake them. If the lease has already ended, you will normally have to negotiate a financial payment or appoint a surveyor to do this on your behalf. Understanding what repairs are likely to be required both during and at the end of the lease and their potential costs will help you understand the true costs of leasing the property, and it will also help you to make provision for those costs. It is important to instruct an experienced qualified surveyor to inspect the building and produce a commercial building survey report prior to signing the lease. This report will normally flag elements of the building which are problems that need attention now or may become problems during the term. The survey will also usually highlight potential breaches of statutory requirements such as fire safety or other hazards. A dilapidations cost assessment can also be undertaken, and this is a more detailed cost appraisal of the building, forecasting the costs which you will likely become responsible for both during and at the end of the lease. You may then be able to negotiate with the landlords to either ensure they put these items into repair before your occupation, or negotiate a reduced or rent-free period equivalent to the cost of undertaking those repairs. At Harrison Clarke, we have used our wealth of experience in commercial property to offer a unique pre-lease due diligence leaseholder survey. This combined building survey and dilapidations cost assessment reports on your lease obligations, the current condition of the premises and the potential costs of repair. We also highlight any statutory and legal compliance issues and set out possible mitigation strategies to reduce the likelihood and cost of lease end dilapidations claims. Our report is presented using an easy to understand format and focuses on any negative items which we feel may affect your occupation. We have found that this approach offers a more cost-effective approach than obtaining a separate building survey and a dilapidations cost assessment, normally around a third of the cost. Where buildings are of a more complex nature, or you are occupying a building for a longer term, we also still offer a commercial building survey or dilapidations cost assessment services. We can also prepare a detailed photographic schedule of condition prior to the lease to accurately record the condition of the premises. If the schedule is incorporated into the lease, it can help limit your obligations to return the premises in the same or no better condition than is recorded in the schedule. Harrison Clarke's team of competent surveyors can be contacted on 02381 550 051 and we'll be pleased to help.